if right now you're confused whether to stay in your relationship, whether to leave, whether to stay in your job that you're in, or whether to leave, I just want you to know that that is normal to feel that way, because when you do feel that way, it's the universe's, God's way of giving you a little bit of a nudge, a whisper that, hey, this path that you're on is not in alignment with your soul, and you had something written differently in your soul contract. And so, well, what happens then is your body, and this happened to me in one of my relationships, my body, because I was like, okay, just keep going, and I knew it was destroying my body. And at the end of that relationship, I actually started throwing up, like my body, and I thought I was getting some, like a food poisoning or something, which is weird because I'm like, I literally just had the same food yesterday. But I would throw up every couple of days in that week, and I was like, and then I obviously learned that was my body's way of saying, you need to get the F out. Like, what are you doing? And so that again is another, my 10,000 sign that I had. But I just want you to know, or actually, when this happens, this is your sign to make a different decision for your life. And one thing that I also want to share with you guys, so if you're in this predicament right now and you're just, you're asking people for advice, but it's not really resonating with you, which happens because whenever you ask someone for advice, they are only speaking from their perspective and what their life experiences, and it could even be a projection sometimes from their fears. So it's really about trying to get attuned to your own self, and the answers. You already know what you need to do. You just need to find it. And in order to find it, you have to get to the truth. And so one of the things that I did, and I've started doing, which again, the reason why I wanted to say this is because it's not an easy thing to do. But if you want to get to the truth the fastest, if you want to get out of that situation the fastest, this is what has helped me. And that's why I want to share this with you guys. So what I would say to myself when I'm in this predicament and I'm just confused, please God, close all the doors that are not meant to be for me, for my highest good, and open all the doors that are meant to be for me. Make it so clear that I'm not going to doubt it. And now, there's different versions of this, but that is pretty much what I say. Close all the doors that are not meant for me and open all the doors that are. And now when you say this, I just want you to be careful because I've said this many of times, and literally the next day I would get fired from a job, or someone would just do something so crazy that I'm like, oh my God, so be careful what you wish for, because when you ask for these signs and you have these, you really want an answer, you have to be prepared to receive the answer, because a lot of us are not prepared. We want to stay in that relationship another 5-10 years because we just don't want to think about finding somebody else. And I've already invested 10 years with him. Why do I need to leave? And we have kids, and, we have a house, and if I leave now, what will I do with my job? Like, you have all this mumbo jumbo garbage in your head, which I have as well. So all I'm trying to say is that if you do say this prayer, I'm giving you a little bit of warning, and again, you gotta, I say it pretty much every day, but I would recommend to say this, and it is very effective. And so when you say this prayer, something is going to happen, right? So you have to be ready to get fired or something crazy like that happening to you. And so I just wanted to share that with you guys, because I feel like there has been times, and I think there still are times in my life where I'm just like, I don't know what the right path is to choose. And sometimes when you're just okay, when you're just content in your life, you might choose a decision that is not in alignment with your soul. So I think sometimes it's important to also connect to the higher source, divine intelligence, and ask that, and your spirit guides, your angels, and ask them these questions, because they will answer. Sometimes if they don't, again, this happens as well, and I get frustrated. I'm like, where are my answers? What's happening? That happens as well. I'm not gonna lie. But when that happens, it's just like nothing for you to do. That's also an answer. No response is also a response. And I mean, God is not going to come and have a conversation with you like, hey, you need to do this next. Like, you're not going to have that. So it's really about attuning to yourself. And that is where meditation, journaling come in. That is like literally without those two things, I couldn't do any, I could not be spiritual. Or I don't even know if that sentence makes sense, but I just couldn't be connected to myself if I was not meditating or journaling. So yeah, that's really what I wanted to share with you guys. I hope you guys are enjoying these more free-flowing videos. If you guys have any specific questions in regards to relationships or just life in general, please put it down below. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in the next one.